many things. But what if after you use the colander, you could collapse them flat? What? So now those 3 colanders that once were rigid are now flat as a flitter, and they stack and they're ready to go into my pantry. I can even store them sideways. That's what makes these great. And when I'm ready to use them again, they pop right back into shape. They've got holes on the bottom and the sides, and these are all made of silicone with wire inserts, making them really, really perfect choices. Because you know what? Many of us probably have a great big colander, and that's all great if you're doing 2 pounds of pasta. But what if you just want to rinse some berries? Or you want to rinse some canned beans or canned chicken or tuna fish or all those things that are packed in liquids. We're going to help you do all that with a small, a medium, and a large, small, medium, and large collapsible colander. Now, these are the color choices I have for you. Up top is the red. I also have this in the black, so I'll scooch this around. There's black. I also have it in gray. Fewer than 1,000 in the gray. Here's aqua. Fewer than 1,000 in the aqua. Don't forget, we've also got it in coral, 500, and finally the mint, fewer than 300. These are 5 easy payments, but that price and easy pay will both go away at the end of day today. So if you've got something in a can that is packed in liquid, or in this case, chickpeas, and you would like to have that liquid to make some other great recipes, you can save both and separate them. That's what makes this so great. Don't miss out on this opportunity. We're going to get very busy on our phone lines. One of our best-selling items from Cook's Essentials, and Cara DeFalco is joining us. You may know her best from YouTube, Cara's Cucina. She is also a member of our Cook's Essentials team, working right alongside Chef Aaron McCargo Jr. Cara, it's good to have you back as always.
Hi, David. How are you doing this holiday weekend?
Doing very well. We hope you are.
I am. So, David, you know, we were talking about how these strainers collapse. I just want to show you. These are all the other items that we have to strain things in this house, right? This takes up a lot of space, and negotiating it out of the cabinet is a little bit of a project. But with these, like you said, these strainers, so this is all 3 of them. They do nest inside one another when they are open, but they all collapse down flat, each one, so small, medium, and large. And when they're all collapsed down, they fit so easily into that cabinet. And I have to tell you, David, this was one of those items that when I first started with Cook's Essentials just about a month ago, this immediately went into rotation in the kitchen. We definitely kept one up here that we use almost daily.
Well, something like this makes such sense because just the other day I had taken some canned chicken. I was going to make a chicken crust pizza. You know how you buy tuna in a can, you buy chicken in a can? It's packed in all that water and sodium. I like to put it in a colander and rinse it under cold water, so I rinse the sodium off of it. If I only have my great big colander, then I'm making a great big mess. Well, I'm taking a little bit of product, making a big mess in a big colander. This way I could use the small colander and have it be just the right size. Look at this. We strained these chickpeas, and look at how easily you can do that. Now, farmers markets are firing up and beginning to open up around the country, and you're buying locally, and I hope you are. You may need to come home and rinse those fruits and vegetables. This is a perfect choice for that. But what's one of the biggest reasons, Cara, we use a colander? It's for pasta. Now, you know a little about pasta, don't you?
Yes, just a thing or two about it. So that large strainer can hold a pound of pasta. So you do just want to make sure you take your measuring cup, get a scoop of that pasta water out of there first, because that is cooking gold. But then when you strain it, just exactly as you did, you can just set your colander right into the sink and drain your pasta. It'll hold it. It maintains its shape really well. So again, just a super useful item in the kitchen. Speaking of pasta, David, you know what I like to do and what I have here, when I'm doing my stuffed pastas like a ravioli, I always make sure I strain my ricotta first. So I have the small one here over a bowl and a little bit of fresh ricotta cheese. And we'll just let that sit for about 30 minutes. That helps drain some of the liquid out of the ricotta, and then it makes the filling nice and fluffy in your stuffed pastas. Or if I'm making pasta out of ricotta, so I have a couple of ricotta-based pasta shapes as well. So same thing. You want to strain them, and you can just save that liquid, that ricotta liquid. You can actually use to bake bread if you're a bread maker as well.
Well, we've got a great selection of colors for you, and I can tell you already we've taken orders for over 1,000 of these are gone. Here it is in the red, 2,500 in that red. I also have black, 2,500. There's the gray, 800. Then aqua, 800 in the aqua. Don't forget coral, 400 in the coral, and finally I have it in mint. Fewer than 100 in the mint. We should point out again, and I love doing this, rigid to begin, but if you need to flatten them, oh, that's no problem. They're actually made to be collapsed and stacked and stored as pretty as you please. That's what makes these great. Many of us have great big rigid colanders, and guess what? They're never getting any smaller. They're going to continue to take up all that room in your house, in your kitchen. What if you could donate those and replace them with something that collapses down and stores like this? This is
Absolutely.
a game changer. And silicone can withstand the heat. Is that right, Kara?
Yes, absolutely. So I was going to say, these are really versatile in the kitchen as well. So I have my medium one here flattened down. And, what about when you're frying up an egg? If it starts to splatter on you, you can just flatten one down, and these cover your pot. So they work as a splatter guard as well when they're flat. Or, David, have you ever had the pleasure of cleaning butter out of your microwave? You were trying to soften it maybe to bake something?
Yep.
Yes. Isn't that always a joy? Guess what? This little one fits right on top, and now you've got a splatter guard for your microwave as well, kind of keeping that butter in there. So if it does explode, you're not trying to wipe it off the roof of the microwave instead.
Exactly. I mean, it goes in all the nooks and the crannies. I don't know how it happens. It goes everywhere. So this is very, very popular. Many of you are picking up more than one set. And I would tell you, if you've got colanders at home that are unyielding, that are rigid, that are hard to store, it's time now to get rid of those. Look what we did here. We actually boiled eggs inside the colander so they wouldn't bang around too much when they were boiling. We also steamed some beautiful broccoli here. And then the aromatics can be put down below. I think they're in the shrimp. Here we steam shrimp, and then down below I've got lemon and fresh thyme and garlic and all kinds of goodies there to help infuse great flavor into what I'm steaming. Don't miss out on these. We are getting very busy on our phone lines. In fact, now 1,800 have been ordered. I have this in the red. Here it is in the black, the gray, 700 in the gray aqua, 700 to the coral, 400, and if you want that mint has sold out. So mint has left the building. All right, that's going to wrap up our presentation here. Kara, what a pleasure to have you back. I believe you're back with us a little later, are you not?
I will be back a little bit later, David. Yep, we're going to be cooking up I'm making some delicious summer treats.
Ah, very nice. Looking forward to that. In the meantime, what do you say we bring you one of the hottest trends for summer 2022? And when I say hot, I mean popular. But when you consume these, they're light and they're refreshing.